It is time for another theme park coasting top 10 video where we count down the top 10 rides and attractions at theme parks all around the world. So join me today as we count down the top 10 rides at Diggerland. Starting off at number 10 we have Dippy Ducks, and no matter whether you've ever wanted to operate your very own digger or just a big fan of Hook a Duck, then this is the ride for you. Similar to many digger style attractions from all around the world, you'll be able to jump aboard a real life digger and use the levers provided to move your arm around. Here is where it gets cool though, as instead of just picking up the balls, the aim of this game is to hook a duck out the pond, and trust me when I say it is no way near as easy as it looks. From operating a digger to driving one, coming in at our number 9 spot we have robots, and as long as you are above the height of 90 centimeters, you can step into one of these famous machines for an experience that you will never ever forget. However, this is not all easy driving, as not only do you have to steer by using the same levers as you used on Dippy Ducks, but you also head around a specially designed course that is known to be a little bit bumpy. So the question is, do you think you have what it takes to drive a digger, or would you rather watch from the sideline? If you are too scared of driving a digger yet you still want to experience the same fun, then look no further, as for our number 8 position we have mini tractors, where with its 4 seats you can both drive or sit back and enjoy the journey. Nevertheless, my favourite part of this ride has got to be the tractors, as due to its many different and wacky designs with those awesome eyes on the front, for that alone it makes it worthy of a ride. And the experience does not disappoint either, with you also being able to drive around a specially designed course. Just make sure not to crash, as that could drive the rest of your tractor crazy. Ding ding. You can't have a theme park without a train ride, and Diggerland is no exception, as for our number 7 spot we have Train, which does not only win the award for the most creative name, but without a shadow of a doubt is the most unique train ride that I have ever seen. Now, similar to your typical train or tractor rides, you'll take a guided tour around the park with its many rides and attractions. But unlike your typical train or tractor ride, instead of sitting in a basic carriage, you can have the choice out of the mainstream carriage, or for the youngsters out there, their very own follow cart, which is pretty cool if you ask me. For our number 6 spot on our top 10 list, we are still driving diggers with JCB Rides and Drives, where if you think you have what it takes to drive a full scale JCB backhoe loader, then there is no doubt in my mind that this ride is a must do. As soon as you are boarded the digger in either the passenger or the driver's seat, but for the best experience of course you'd want the driver's seat. Like many of the other attractions at the park, you'll be able to take an immersive slow and steady drive around. How awesome is that? So what are you waiting for? Bring your childhood dreams to life on JCB Rides and Drives. Top 5, and coming in for this position we have dumper trucks, where believe it or not, you'll be able to drive around in your very own truck. Nevertheless, despite all of these rides being very similar, the reason why I chose dumpers to be my favourite of the driving experience and worthy of a number 5 spot is because, well, who doesn't want to drive a real life 1-ton dumper even filled with dirt around the track? The question is though, what is your favourite driving experience at Diggerland and why? Comment down below. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. As for our number 4 spot, we have Go-Karts. And for anyone both above the height of 80 centimeters and have a need for speed, then this is the race for you. Once boarded your car and you have got the green light to go, put your foot to the metal and drive as fast as you can around the track to win the race. Nevertheless, it is not as easy as it may sound, because along your way there are many sharp twists and turns as well as tyres in the way to get you off course. But I promise you, if you keep on going and keep your eye on the road, you will become the Diggerland Go-Kart course champion. We have made it to the top 3 rides at the park, and taking this spot we have GroundShutle, where they have taken the phrase tractor ride to the next level, as instead of sitting in the digger itself or even the trailer behind, you will sit on a carriage mounted on the front. Yes, you heard me right, on the front, and throughout the ride you and all the other thrill seekers will be bounced up and down and shook side to side, causing an experience which, trust me when I say, you and your body will never ever forget. Therefore I have to put this crazily awesome ride at the number 3 spot. If you are scared of heights, then skip to number 1, as for our number 2 position we have SkyShuttle, and as the name may suggest, this is not for the faint of heart. Standing at a whopping 50 feet in the air, before we even get onto the attraction itself, you will know that you are in for a treat, and you would not be wrong, as similar to GroundShutle you will board a carriage, but instead of bouncing up and down you will be slowly lifted to the top by a digger, providing a fantastic view of the park and surrounding area. Do not worry though, you will not bounce up and down in the air like GroundShutle, but instead slowly go back down to the bottom. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and for the best ride at Diggerland we have Spindizzy. And where do I begin when talking about this ride, as in my whole lifetime I don't think I've ever seen a ride quite like this. Yet that does not mean it is bad at all, as once you have boarded your carriage once again on the arm of a digger, you will then be spun around faster and faster and faster, while also being tilted as well as risen up and down by the digger operator. So if that does not make you want to ride, I honestly do not know what will. Maybe the fact that you do all of this both clockwise and counterclockwise, making even the biggest thrill seeker in the group put their hands in the air, and therefore in my opinion a trip to Diggerland is no way near complete without a spin on Spindizzy. That is it from our top 10 video today. Of course you'll have your own opinions and we would love to see them in the comment section below. Also, if you've enjoyed the video, at the top we have got 2 videos that we know you would love, and at the bottom there is our Patreon as well as subscribe button. But with all that said, there is only one thing left to say. My name is Tom Derrick from Theme Park Coastin, and I will see you for our next video. Goodbye.